Good morning, friends. Today is 20th July, and in Kanpur it is a much awaited rain. Such a beautiful weather. And look at the irony of life, the compulsion that I have to continue my talking to you on the 33 strategies of war of Robert Greene, whereas I should be talking on the art of seduction by the same author. Nevertheless, with this beautiful, pleasurable, pleasant breeze, I shall continue the 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene. Till yesterday, I have discussed about the four strategies of the offensive warfare. Today, I shall continue and talk about another four strategies of the offensive warfare. My friend, the 16th strategy, the 33 strategies of war of offensive warfare of Robert Greene is hit them where it hurts. And he called this is a center of gravity strategy. Everyone has a source of power on which he or she depends. When you look at your rivals, search below the surface for that source, the center of gravity that holds the entire structure together. So look for that center of gravity. Hitting them, there will inflict disproportionate pain on your enemy and your adversary and opponents. Find what the other side most cherish and protects, and that is where you must strike. It's a very natural to focus on the physical aspects of any conflict or that conflict. That means the bodies, the equipment, the material must look towards your enemy's firepower, mobility, reserves. War is, my friend, is a visceral, emotional affair, an arena of physical danger. War is a form of power, politics, than other means. One Klutze has said, and three more, Clausewitz has said, and two more other very military strategists have said that politics is nothing. The war is nothing but the politics by other means. If you have power, my friend, remember, the power must be outwardly manifested. The author says it must be visible. So you must develop a quality. Now on, you try this. In any interaction with anyone, with people, train yourself to focus on their strength, the source of their power. This will help you in making strategic options. Many angles from which to attack will emerge automatically. Subtly or not so subtly undermining your opponent's strength rather than hitting him head on. Foolish act. Now, 17th strategy. Defeat them in detail. And he named this strategy, defeating them in detail, as the divide and conquer strategy. Never be intimidated by your enemy's appearance. Instead, look at the parts that make up the whole. By separating the parts, showing dissension and division, you can bring down even the most formidable foe. When you are facing troubles or enemies, turn a large problem into small, eminently defeatable parts. To summarize in the, I would say, whole thing, I would say to survive even in the whole hostile environment, my friend. The author says, like in animal world, ancient days, even today, in animal you see, they have speed, sharp teeth, and equally sharp claws. And these claws, God has also blessed them with fur to withstand the climatic cold or extreme cold. But the humans from early days till now have they have none of these faculties. And for him to survive, the only way to survive was to form groups. Groups offered the human of ancient days and even today a defense against predators. And in a group, as a team, you can hunt very effectively. They hunted in a group very effectively. Even today, they gang up to destroy a common enemy. My friend Britishers has really practiced, and we have witnessed from ancient times that divide and rule is a powerful strategy for defeating the group of any of your enemy. The divide and rule strategy is invaluable trying to influence people when you do it verbally. Divide them and move quickly against them till you defeat them ultimately. The 18th strategy the author talks about is expose and attack your opponent's soft flank. And he named this strategy as the turning strategy. When you attack people directly, you suffer their resistance and make your task that more harder. There is a better way. Distract your opponent's attention to the front and then attack from the sides where they least expect it. You see the people going into a limb, exposing their weaknesses, then wreck them with fire from all sides and destroy it. When they they least expect it, by hitting them where they are soft, tender, and unprotected, you can create a shock, a moment of weakness for you to exploit further. The conflict and strength we go through today are, my friends, astoundingly far greater than those faced by our ancestors. It requires time and patience, my friend, remember, to be indirect. These are two essential qualities if you want to indirectly attack and defeat your enemy. People who win true power have learned indirection. They know the value of approaching at an angle. Disguising their intentions, lowering the enemy's resistance, hitting the soft, and coaxing your opponents or the enemies to absolutely miscalculate you and react as you expect them. The 19th strategy, Mr. Robert Greene says, is the envelop in the strategy of war is envelop the enemy. And that he named is the annihilation strategy. People will always form a kind of group in your defense to attack you. So suffer no gaps in your defense. Absolutely. The secret of the envelope is to envelop your opponents. Create relentless pressure on them from all sides and close off their access to the outside. Absolutely no support from outside. As you sense their weakening, resolve, crush with their power by tightening the noose. My friend, remember, the best element, the best way to encirclement or the envelopment are the psychological ones. You must surround the minds of your enemy. You must make your opponents acknowledge defeat from the bottom of his heart. The ultimate form of envelopment involves first studying the rigid and the predictable part of your opponent's strategy, and then crafting a novel strategy of your own that goes outside their imagination or experience. It's almost same, my friend. He says, place a monkey in a cage, and it is the same as a pig. Not because it isn't clever and quick, but because it has no place to freely exercise its capabilities. That is what is exposing and attacking enveloping the enemy, the annihilation strategy. Thank you very much.